Well, hi. Hey, it's me again. It's always a pleasure. This is the second part and what I wanted to look at on a few things. Okay. This is a slash to gash technical or tactical. It's like a clone of a Ultratech, or no, what's the name of that? A Delta Direc, okay, or a Direc Delta. It's like a clone of that. It opens up nicely. It's not hard to open. Feels good. This one I got serrations on. It was like, I don't know, $80, $100, maybe less. I don't think it was any more. You could tell the parts are cast. You know, it's like you can just, you know, well, you can just tell. This is a steel. They call it a zinc alloy. Okay, which is fine. It's a good knife. I don't have any problem with it at all. The biggest problem I might have is the weight. This thing weighs like 8.5, 9 ounces to 9 ounces. It's a heavy piece. It isn't that. Okay. So, but what I did was I said, okay, I want to try out this Direc from Microtech. But the first thing I want to do is like, okay, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. And the main thing I wanted to try out was this button that's right here, and I'm used to a button over here. And a couple of things I want to point out while I'm doing this. Okay, I've carried this Trudon a bit, and you can tell by the clip how it's worn in places. Okay, but this one has wear marks. I mean, it's just from normal wear and tear on the little chips and mars and divots and scratches. You know, just normal. You know, it's just, I don't think the coating is all that. But you're not paying for all that. You're paying for a budget knife. And that's what you get. But I want to show a little comparison here. This, which I just got in, this is the Direc Delta, and this is the Delta something or other. I can't remember. It's this. I'm losing my train of thought because these mosquitoes keep lighting me up, even though I've sprayed, and they do not care about that bug spray. Not today. They'd be hungry. So anyway, I wanted to, you know, there's a comparison. First of all, look at your buttons. This is hand ground. This is hand machined. This is cast. Okay, which is fine. This has 2 Allen screws here, which I don't know why yet, and I haven't figured out. I'm not going to take it apart. These screws, they say, are tinted blue, meaning they're going to untint one day. Same thickness. You got a glass breaker. You got a nice clip. Clip looks very resemblance to a Microtech clip. It's a clone almost, except for, you know, some of the little flares and dips and, you know, smoothness. I don't want to take away from a clone, but and come off like a sword snob or a knife snob, but I'm going to come off like one anyway because it's the truth. Each one in hand, even if this was lighter, that's my biggest complaint, even if this was 4 ounces, okay? My biggest complaint is that weight. Even if they took care of that, you can feel it's like Captain Electro pointed out one time about, he mentioned in a video about pop metal, parts, and and they're probably, he didn't say this, he might have, but they're probably more prone to breakage. After a while, they're just brittle. They're not the best steels in the world. This is a zinc alloy, which is a whole bunch of other metals put together. Hey, baby. Oh. What you doing, honey? What you doing? You want to come here? This is, I call him Papa, black and white Papa. And he's a weird one because, well, come here, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. He's a weird one because he's feral, and he just like doesn't have the least bit of feral in him when it comes to me. Come here, baby. Come here. That didn't go over very well. What's the matter, black and white Papa? But no, as soon as I pick him up, he starts to purr. Come here, baby. Anyway, I forgot where I was. But if you hold, there's a difference. I mean, it's like, I knew what I was getting into. I knew that this was not going to feel like this. It just can't. It's just the quality is not there. The craftsmanship, the attention to detail, the parts, the quality of the parts is just not there. The sound. It has that distinctive sound. And it's hard to explain. You have to hang on to them. It's like that Italian cheese I have. You have to taste it. I just can't say, look at this. And one day, if you can and you can taste it, you'll see the difference. But there is nothing wrong with a knife like this. But there's everything right with a knife like that. It's just everything right. And I'm willing to pay a little bit more money for everything right. There was a time when I couldn't do that. One time when my life was not like that. But things change. As for sharpness on this thing, let's find out. Okay, the serrations still aren't doing all that hot. Let's get some edge. The edge is good. I'm not gonna dispute it. The edge is good. It's a good deal. You want a knife to play around with, mess around, but what are you gonna do? All right. On that note, there's nothing more. I mean, there is no comparison. None. You're talking about a Volkswagen and a Porsche. They can look alike. Both have rear engine, air cooled, but they're not alike, and they never will be. Gotta go. Very busy. We'll see you.